connected to iPhone.
What up, what up? That's triple.
In other words,
Yo, that's triple OG teapot, man. Get that shit right, man. Triple OG. You know what I'm saying? I did it all, done been through it all. You know what I'm saying?
iPhone.
Cast iron teapots, sterling silver teapots,
like them.
glass teapots, the French press. You know what I'm saying? Triple OG teapot, man. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Okay, I understand. When I go in the break room at work, everybody just back away from the motherfucking coffee maker, yo. They just already know what time it is, yo. Motherfuckers just back up and give me my space. You know? Because they don't want no problems. You know what you get when you fuck with a teapot the wrong way, right? You get third degree scalding hot wounds. Burns. You know, skin peeling off. That's what happens.
You've been reading too many books. It's not the genuine thing. So after a while, you see, what happens is this. The student finds that there is absolutely no way of being his true self. There is also no way of doing it by not doing it.
Jason, what up, yo? Wait a minute. Hey man, hey, we used to work together.
To make this clearer, put it into Christian terms.
Hey man, you the Jason I used to work with?
Thou shalt love the Lord thy God.
Thou shalt love the Lord.
Now, what are you going to do about that? If you try very hard to love God and you ask yourself, why am I doing this? You'll find out you're doing it because you want to be on the side of the big battalions. You want to be right. After all, the Lord is the master of the universe, isn't he? If you don't love him, you're going to be in a pretty sad state. So you realize I'm loving him just because I'm afraid.
Never mind, Jason.
Pretty lousy love, isn't it? And you think, that's a bad motivation. I wish I could change that. I wish I could love the Lord out of a genuine heart. But why do you want to change? See, I realize that the reason I want to have a different kind of motive is that I've got the same motive. So I say, oh, heaven's sakes, God, I'm a mess. And will you help me out? Then he reminds you, why are you doing that? Now you're just giving up, aren't you? You're asking someone else to take over your problem. So you suddenly find, you see, you're stuck. this way, what is called the Zen problem, or koan, is likened to a person who swallowed a ball of red-hot iron. He can't gulp it down and he can't spit it out. And so nothing can happen. Absolutely no answer to this problem. No way out. Now, what does that mean? If I can't do the right thing by doing, and if I can't do the right thing by not doing, what does it mean? It means, of course, that I, who essayed to do all this, am a hallucination. This is the same paradox which the Christian knows in the form, whosoever would save his soul shall lose it. Now, I think that this is something of very great importance to the Western world today, because we have developed an immensely powerful technology. We have stronger means of changing the physical universe than has ever existed before. How are we going to use it? There is a Chinese proverb that if the wrong man uses the right means work in the wrong way.
code. Please charge now.
Let us assume that our technological knowledge is the right means. What kind of people are going to use this knowledge? Are they going to be people who hate nature and feel alienated from it? Or people who love the physical world and feel that the physical world is their own personal body? An extension, the whole physical universe, right out to the galaxies, is simply one's extended body. Now, at the moment, the general attitude of our technologists who are exploring space is represented in the term the conquest of space. And they are building enormous, shell-like, phallic objects to go into the sky. And this is downright ridiculous. Who is going to get anywhere in a rocket? You know, it takes a terrible long time even to get to the moon. And it's going to take longer than anybody can live to get outside the solar system, just to begin with. The proper way to study space is not with rockets, but with radio astronomy. Instead of going bang, you know, with a tough fist at the sky, become more sensitive. Be more receptive, and everything will come to you. Develop subtler senses. Let it come to you.
If you want to think that human beings are the only sensible beings in the universe, then you make a great contrast between man and nature, and you classify nature as being perfectly stupid and automatic, whereas all intelligence resides in man. And therefore, boys, you've got to roll up your sleeves and fight this system and make it accord with the human will. Well, all you've said by saying that is I'm a tough kind of a guy. It's really what it comes down to. And I'm not pushed over by woolly ideas. On the other hand, if you can look at it from a completely opposite point of view, and you say, well, this whole world is an enormous intelligence. It's a great conscious being, and I'm one of its operations. And really, then I've said the other end of the stick. I've put everything up. You see, the people who are tough believe that reality is in the direction of mineral. And the people who are enthusiastic about the universe believe that the more biological or indeed mental end of things is more basic than the geological. Geology down here and say that's the fundamental thing and everything else has grown up on it. Or you can put consciousness up here and say, well, everything descended from consciousness into the domain of geology. And it depends sort of on a psychic mood as to which one you prefer, because there is no way of verifying either. Both, you see, are gestures. And in myths, in the sense of myth being an image used to make sense of the world. So then, we today are under the very, very strong domination of the tough guy myth. This became plausible in the 19th century and the early 20th century, and at a time when Western civilization was dominating the rest of the world. It was one of the motivating forces, there were several, in feeling that we had demonstrable superiority beyond all other people. We had succeeded the most through our technological skill in pushing the world around, and everybody else ought to submit to these benefits. And this is still a basic premise of American politics, or rather a justification of it. It, of course, is a historical descendant of our former spiritual imperialism, that we had the best religion. Even without knowing anything about other people's religions, we knew already that we had the true one. most amusing discussion some time ago with a Jehovah's Witness. And he said, don't you think if there were a God, and he really loved and was concerned for the human race, that he would provide us with an infallible textbook in which we would be able to find out the truth and know what was right and wrong? Implying, of course, that the Bible was this book. I said, oh dear me, no. A God who loved the human race would never ruin their minds with any such document. Because, after all, if you have a document which tells you what to do, you don't need to use your intelligence. But he said, you know, it's in the Bible is true. I said, that's your opinion. He said, my opinion? They're quite sure that somewhere in all these efforts that go round and round, there's an answer. And the problem which is requiring an answer is, of course, can I defeat the universe? Can I, as ego, escape from suffering? Can I somehow or other beat the game and not have to take black along with white and darkness along with light? So when he has been involved in disciplines and attempts, all of which are designed to bring this nonsense go about, he discovers empirically that it can't be done. He discovers that he has posed himself a problem about which he can't do anything, and also about which he can't do nothing. And he arrives at total frustration. And so he asks, what is the meaning of this? What does it mean that I have got into this state? Well, obviously, it dawns at last that the meaning was he was asking the wrong question. He had construed the whole thing in a way that only went round in a circle. So in the same way, when we look at the history of philosophy, and moreover at the history of civilizations expressing various philosophical and religious myths, we see again the circle. that they are all, as it were, in a prison. The prison being the human situation. We are all organisms of a certain kind, and anything that we do will bear our style. There's no way out of that. Even if you describe nature as red in tooth and claw and utterly careless of man, that's a human poetic way of thinking about things. I'm sure tigers don't think of themselves as red in tooth and claw. They probably think they're very genteel pussycats.
You know, in the history of philosophy, there are really three theories of nature. The first theory is the Western theory, which is that nature is a machine or an artifact. Our tradition has been to look upon the world as a construct, and somebody knows how it was put together. Somebody understands. And that is the constructor, the architect, the Lord God. But it so happened that in the 18th century, Western thought began to change. They became increasingly doubtful as to whether there was a maker, whether there was a God. But they continued to look upon the creation as an artifact, as a machine. When you go to the hospital for a medical examination, you are treated as a machine. They process you. You're not a person. You're put in a wheelchair immediately. Even if you're perfectly healthy and can walk, nevertheless they have to have you in this wheelchair. And they put you through a process. And the heart specialist looks only at your heart because he can't understand anything else. The specialist takes a look at you, and so on and so on. Everybody looks at you from their specialist in your automobile. Now let me take a second theory of nature. This is an Indian theory. Nature not as an artifact, but as drama. All the world's a stage. idea, there is the ultimate reality of the universe is the self, which they call Brahman or Atman.
I almost wasn't gonna say nothing, Chris, but you know you can't paint better than me, so stop playing. And I'm about to lose connection. Shit. Don't even play yourself, Chris McPhee. Oh, man.
That's what there is. The self, universal, eternal, boundless, indescribable. And all of us share this self in common because it is pretending to be all of us. Unspeakably long periods of time. The Hindus measure time in what is called a kalpa, K-A-L-P-A. That's 4,320,000 years. It's not meant to be taken literally. But just for an unspeakably long time, the Brahman, the self, pretends that it's lost and is us. And all our adventures and all our troubles and all our agonies and tragedies, it gets mixed up in them. Then after the period of 4,320,000 years has elapsed, there is a catastrophe. The universe is destroyed in fire. And after that, the Brahman wakes up and says, well, good, crazy, what an adventure that was. He wipes the sweat off his brow and says, whoosh, let's rest a while. So for another 4,320,000 years, the divine self rests and knows who it is. It's me. Then it says, well, this is rather boring. Let's get going again. Let's get mixed up. And it does it in a very strange way because the way the Hindus time it, the first period of getting mixed up, getting lost, is beautiful. everything's right. It's just life is glorious. The next period in which things get a little wonky. Something is vaguely out of order. That doesn't last so long. Then the next period, the third, is when good and evil are equally balanced. And that's still not so long. Finally comes the shortest period when everything bad triumphs and the whole thing blows up and we begin all over again. We're supposed to be living in that now. It's what's called the Kali Yuga. The age of darkness. And it began on Friday, February the 23rd, 3123 BC. And it has 5,000 years to run. But as it goes on, time gets faster, so don't worry. So you see, that's a theory of nature as a drama. It's a play. Now there's a third theory of nature, which is Chinese. And this is very interesting. The Chinese word for nature, they call zhang. And this expression means of itself so. What happens of itself. Spontaneity. It almost means automatic, because automatic is what is self-moving. Only we associate the word automatic with machinery. But Ziran, what is so of itself is associated in the Chinese mind not with machinery, but with biology. Your hair grows by itself. You don't have to think how to grow it. Your heart beats by itself. You don't have to make up your mind how to beat it. That's what they mean by nature. The poem says, sitting quietly, doing nothing, spring comes and grass grows of itself. Their principle of nature is called a Tao, T-A-O, pronounced Tao in the Mandarin dialect, Tao in the Shanghai dialect, To in the Cantonese dialect. Take your choice.
Am I listening to Illuminati radio? That's what this sounds like to you, bro? Yeah. Hey guys, does this sound like Illuminati radio? Whoa, hey, Illuminati radio, hey, yeah, Illuminati radio is what I'm listening to, Illuminati radio is what I'm listening to, Illuminati radio.
Tao means the course of nature.
Tao.
And Lao Tzu, who was a philosopher who lived a little later than 400 BC, wrote a book about the Tao. And he said, the Tao which can be spoken is not the eternal Tao.
See, Pac-Man knows what's going on.
You can't describe it.
Feel me? Pac-Man,
he said the principle of the Tao is spontaneity. He said the great Tao flows everywhere, both to the left and to the right. It loves and nourishes all things, but does not lord it over them. It accomplishes merits and lays no claim to them. The Tao does not act as a boss. In the Chinese philosophy of nature, nature has no boss. There is no principle that forces things to behave the way they do. It is a completely democratic theory of nature.
What's up, yo?
correspondingly, you see, most Westerners, whether they be Christians or non-Christians, don't trust nature.
Do you really think this Illuminati shit I'm listening to though? Like, I could put some Illuminati stuff on here.
Of all things, nature is the thing least to be trusted. You must manage it. You must watch out for it. It will always go wrong if you don't watch out. You know, the goblins will get you if you don't watch out. So we're always feeling that you can't trust it. See, we're absolutely instilled with the idea of original sin. You can't trust nature because it comes out with weeds and insects. And above all, you can't trust human nature because if you don't hold a club over yourself, you'll go out and rape your grandmother. Are you going to trust it? You don't have to, you don't have to do anything, you don't have to go on living. But it's a great idea, it's a great thing, if you can learn what the Chinese call purposelessness. They think nature is purposeless. When we say something's purposeless, that's put down. No future in it, it's a washout. But when they hear the word purposeless, they think that's just great. Like the waves washing against the shore, going on and on and on forever. There's no meaning. In the trees goes, what's it all about? Everybody tries to say, it's a mating call. It's purposeful. Trying to get their mate. Engineering view of the universe. because they need to survive. Well, why survive? What's that for? Well, to survive. And they say, well, that's terribly serious. That's awfully important. We've got to keep on doing this. Well, when Chinese say nature is purposeless, this is a compliment. It's like the idea of the Japanese have a word, yugen. And they describe yugen as watching wild geese fly and be hidden in the clouds. As wandering on and on in a great forest with no thought of return. Haven't you done this? Haven't you gone on a walk with no particular purpose in mind? Carry a stick with you and you occasionally hit at old stumps and wander along and sometimes twiddle your thumbs. It's at that moment that you are a perfectly rational human being. Preachers used to say, when I was a small boy, I'd always hear it. We must follow God's purpose. His purpose for you and his purpose for me. When I asked these cats what the purpose was, they never knew. They didn't know what it was. They had a hymn. God is working his purpose out as year succeeds to year. God is working his purpose out and the time is drawing near. Time when the earth shall be full of the glory of God as the waters cover the sea. What's the glory of God? Well, they weren't quite sure. I'll tell you what it is. In heaven, all those angels are gathered around the glory of God. That is to say, the witch than which there is no witcher. They're standing around it and they're saying, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Means nothing. They're just having a ball. See, that's what happened in the beginning. When God created the universe, it was created like all stars, all planets, all galaxies. They're vaguely spherical. He created this and he said, have a ball.
What the fuck happened? Really? What's going on? I guess I didn't charge my speaker soon enough. Now it's acting all funky with me because it's running out of juice. Please charge now. Battery left. Well, you know what? You know what, boss? You should have put a bigger battery in that thing, then, man. You know? Because I like listening to music for hours. And sometimes I forget to charge the speaker. Damn. So now the speaker done cut off on me. I better put this phone on the charger before this shuts off on me. Oh my God. Handling all this technology is so frustrating. I need an assistant. So for people who haven't been keeping up with the stream, this is a personal project of mine that I've been working on for several weeks now. It kind of got pushed to the side for a little while because I recently picked up some commissions, so I haven't really been able to work on this that much. And there is something is still wrong with these clouds. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but man, not really feeling that all the way. I need to sleep on that. I might change those clouds up a little bit more. I don't know what it is exactly, because they're from my imagination, so they kind of look like clouds to me, but then they kind of don't. So yeah, but anyway, this is my own personal piece. But I've been working on this commission, and this is almost done. A little bit more to go on that piece, and this will be getting shipped out shortly. I think this is turning out really well. My latest masterpiece. Yo, Dim, what's good, man? You know it, same old shit. Always, hey, if I'm in the studio, it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, if y'all don't see me in the studio for a while, that means something shady going on. You feel me? As long as I'm in the studio, it's definitely a good day. I love being in here. So yeah, that's almost done. And then I started this commission as well. So I got the underpainting done for this. And let this dry for a couple more days. And start applying the second layer of paint to this. you know it. Ain't no other way to be, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hope you enjoy your day. You know what I'm saying? Whatever activities you got going on, you know what I'm saying? Hope the rest of your day runs smooth. Almost. I gotta get his I gotta put that tattoo on there. I get that tattoo on his arm. He be golden. You know, a little bit touch up. I may paint the sides blue. Depending on, I may paint it blue anyway, because if you don't frame it, I mean, you can hang this on the wall without a frame and it'll look nice as long as the edges are painted. But if you do frame it, it really doesn't matter if the edges are painted because the frame is gonna cover that. So, but I'll probably paint the edges of it and get that tattoo on there. And there's like one or two highlights I might put in this hoodie a little bit in a couple spots, but other than that, I'm really liking it. I'm not exactly sure who that is, Suzia. Juana. Maria Juana? I don't know. But yeah, just trying to stay busy. So while that one is drying, because the paint on his arm still need a little bit more time to dry. And while that other underpainting is drying, I was just kind of working on my own little stuff for today. I don't know. I might get back. I might do some more on that one. Like I said, something about those clouds, those red clouds. I don't know. I might just leave them alone. It's messed up because today is my last day off, and I have to go back to work tomorrow. Crap. Back to work. Damn, I hate to go back to work. Trying to think of a way I can call out sick, or maybe even think of a way that I can get fired from my job, but still would be able to collect unemployment for about a year. You know, let's try to figure that out. How can I do that? Any suggestions? Leave my boss a dirty email or something like that. Would they fire me for that? No. Or maybe somebody from my company could watch my stream, and then that would get me fired. Probably. That's why every once in a while I kind of catch myself talking about my TV show at work, and then I'm like, I better not tell these motherfuckers about what I do. You know, they don't really need to watch my show. Those are some viewers I can definitely do without. You know, those are some viewers I can do without. Oh, guys, my subscriber number membership is going up. I really didn't know I had as many subscribers to my channel as I did. I checked it the other day, and it's like well over 300. That's fucking dope as shit, yo. So now I gotta advertise this. So if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I think it'd be your best bet if you do. Go ahead and click that subscribe button, and then hit the what is it, like the little bell notification, so when my streams come on, you'll get that instant notification, so you can be like the first person in here. I think I may do something with 500 viewers, like my 500th subscriber. But how can I know who that person is? It's like on Facebook, like on your community pages, it shows you in order who was the last person to like your page. So it's kind of easy to do giveaways there, but that's my neighbor. How would you know who the 500th subscriber would be? I wouldn't mind like doing a drawing or something, like a drawing on my sketch pad and giving it away to whoever was that person, and probably, you know, do it like, ooh, I can do it like maybe even every 100 subscribers. So every time I jump to that next even 100 number, so I'm at 3 something now. So when I get the 400, I'll do, you know, a sketch or a portrait sketch of whoever that 400th person was, and then get to 500, 600 or whatever, and whoever always comes in on that 100th mark can get a free original sketch drawing from your boy. What y'all think about that? That'd be a good incentive, or a good prize, I guess. A signed sketch from me that you can get framed or whatever. Or, you know, if you really want to, you can just fold it up into a paper airplane, set that shit on fire on the back of it, and just throw that shit out your window. You can do that with it. Or you can tear like teeny little pieces off of it and like wad it up and shoot spitballs at people with it. I mean, there's several different uses and applications that you can utilize a sketch for. So don't think you just have to hang it on your wall and take care of it or anything like that, you know. But I think that would be cool if I would do something like that. So these red clouds, man, these red clouds are still getting to me. I'm not sure. It's 5:36. Oh man. Okay, I might get off in like 30 minutes, guys. And I had not a busy day, but it seemed like I had a busy day. I might just go chill for a little while, cause my homie, well, I got up early this morning to go to the gym. It's weird, yo. Like, me and one of my homies work together, but we go to the same gym too. And he texts me, not knowing if he had to go to work or not. And I told him, yeah, it was funny. Anyway, he was like, yo, dude, we supposed to work today? I'm like, yeah. I made it seem like I was already at work. I'm like, yeah, man, where the hell you at? You not coming in? He was like, oh, I'm on my way. And then I was like, psych, man, I'm fucking playing, dude. I'm at the fucking gym. We wound up basically hanging out all day, yo. It looks like smoke, not clouds. That could be something, but normally when we identify smoke, we say a cloud of smoke or a puff of smoke. So I don't know. I don't know if that's the problem. If it looks like smoke and not clouds, would it be bad? Would it be a bad thing if it were smoke? Would it make it more interesting if I said, hey, you know what? That's not even clouds. In reality, it is smoke. Would that change the mood of the piece? Would it make you feel different about it if it was red smoke instead of red clouds. When I say smoke, what is the first thing that pops into your head? Like obviously fire, maybe a nuclear blast went off or something like that. You know. Sebo Jones, what up though? What it do, bro? I know where you from. I know exactly where you from because your last name Jones and you say, what up though? So I know you already. You look familiar to me. Me and you come from the same side of town. I know, you know what I'm saying? I already like you, you know what I'm saying? That's good. I like that. Sebo the Pro. Representing the flow. That was my inhaler. I got asthma. I got chronic bronchitis. I take inhalers. That was a puff of smoke. Or you can have billowing clouds of smoke. Oh. They're not clouds, it's smoke. You know, I was gonna call this shit brainstorming. Brainstorm. You get it? Ooh, think about it. It's deep. You know why it's deep? Because it took me so long to come up with it. You know why it took me so long to come up with it? Because I couldn't come up with nothing else. And it sounds clever. Am I giving away too many secrets? Maybe. Maybe not. Ames, what's good, bro? Appreciate the comment. Ames. Is this red shit back here? You see all this? Is this smoke or clouds? We're gonna let you decide. You know, is this smoke or clouds? Come on, man. You got 5. Where you control that, man? All right. I already say. Well, Ames has given this comment, even though he's not quite sure, but almost, maybe, because he had to think about it for a little second, because I was about to put him on a timer, so he did actually, you know, take a few seconds to think about it. And the man said, it looked to him, and his opinion, from his point of view, from his standpoint, and his personal perspective, he says it looked like clouds. He's going to go with clouds. Originally, I thought it was clouds. You know, Rio's coming here got me questioning my damn self, which is not bad. It's always a good thing. When you're too sure of yourself, that's when you really fuck up. You make more mistakes if you're too sure of yourself. So when somebody makes you question something, it's always good to look inward, give yourself, you know what I'm saying, some little retrospect and question that little bit of doubt. And then after you question that doubt, you know what I'm saying, you got to determine for yourself, or you can get a second opinion. And we came out with the final conclusion of clouds. You know what I'm saying? Could keep paying. Man, you better sell some weed or something. Man, you know what I'm saying? Shit, they all kind of designer drugs out there. Molly, man, college is a lucrative business. You know what I'm saying? You could have been making copies of the test and selling that. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. College tuition is like $37,000 a semester. You know how much weed you would have to sell? Oh, my bad. Well, lucky now that community college may be free again after, so many people missed out on it, because that's how several people, even Dr. Huey P. Newton, one of the co-founders of the Black Panther Party, actually got his degree from community college because it was free. Can you believe that? Education was free at one time in this country. But it helped so many people get ahead, and it was like, yo, you gotta charge for this shit. Because they're making too much progress. They're radical free thinkers. We can't have that. We have to charge them to be indoctrinated. That's what we're going to do. Yeah. So now college tuitions have steadily climbed decade after decade to where even the most astute, affluent students and pupils, who actually want that higher education can't, because it's so unaffordable. I'm actually happy I didn't go to college. The Bob Ross official. Oh, okay. I gave a couple of lessons, a couple of classes, man, but whoa, wait a minute, dude. As I'm looking at this, like here, I don't know, that right there, that cloud right back there, yo, looks like a monster, yo. Just right here, you see, it's like a head here, and that little black spot right there is an eye. And like this is one arm, right? So it's his head here, and it has this big arm. And then there's this other arm here. Oh shit, yo, it's like some kind of creature crawling out of fucking a black hole or some shit. Alright, I'm tripping. Anyway, yeah, back to this Bob Ross shit. That's pretty cool, man. I try to give classes, but nobody wants to take classes from that weird pothead, dreadhead dude. I don't know. His art's pretty dope, but I don't know about him giving me lessons. It's all good, Basically, if you watch my show enough, you can learn how to paint just like me, because I give lessons throughout the show. That's the one thing. Like Bob Ross, I don't know, he did a painting in 30 minutes, and his style and his technique was so amazing because of the swiftness of it and how he utilized his knives, and he would just take those knives and cover that palette. You can hear that shit scraping. And and he used those really big brushes, and he would slap a lot of paint up there. And that's kind of how I blend too, honestly, yo. Like, my mentor hates that I blend on the canvas, but that's how I seen Bob Ross do it, man. Bob Ross said, I'm gonna take some phthalo blue, put a little bit of white here, then he'll pull out that big ass, wide ass brush, and blend that shit together right all on the fucking canvas. Yo, I'm like, holy shit, how you do that? So essentially, I like to apply like heavy layers or heavy areas of paint. And once again, if you watch how I do it all the time. I'll put heavy layers of paint here in the colors where I want it, and then I'll slowly like just blend that shit in actually on the canvas. Marcy's like, why do you do that? Why don't you just blend your colors on your palette the way you want it? Because it don't look that way. And then after a while, he just kind of eased up, But I don't know. I still feel like I'm learning myself and learning my technique, and I want to create that fingerprint where everyone else who ever sees my art doesn't have to see my name attached to it. If you know Salvador Dali, you can look at his piece. It doesn't have to have his name on it. You can look at it and be like, that's Salvador Dali. If you know Norman Rockwell, you don't have to, his name doesn't have to be on it, and you can see it and it's like, okay, that's a Rockwell painting. Or If you know Fahamu Peku and you see his art, it doesn't have to have his name on it. You just look at him like that's a Peku. You know what I'm saying? Easy as that. And I want to be able to distinguish my style to the point where I don't have to sign my paintings. You know, I'll probably sign them anyway, but it won't be mandatory that, oh, I have to write Travis Prince on here, because the way that my paintings look, people will already know, or the way that they look in combination with the content or whatever will give me that certain signature where it's, oh, okay, that's a Prince painting. So I'm almost there. I feel like I got a few more years of practice to go, you know. But I be trying different shit, trying to do different shit, come at different angles, and then I have good ass ideas, and then like just trying to continuously stay plugged into the art community. I see so much art, and then I have like, you know, idea or concept, and I'm scrolling through some art sites or something, and it's like, damn, I was gonna do something like that, mother son of a bitch, shit, I gotta think of something else, think, and then it's like, what the fuck? But it's cool just constantly trying to challenge yourself to be more creative, to think outside the box, and to try to, you know, create images or concepts or series that haven't been done yet, which is really hard because art has been around since man could fucking make colors with mud. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've always been doing art, you know. So it is hard to conceptualize images or themes that have not been touched upon yet. But that's the fun part. The challenge of it is, you know, trying to bring something new to your viewers, to draw them to your art so that they know it's not like the same old shit, like that. It's not hospital art. You know, you walk through hospitals or hotels and it's just like, all of it looks the same. So we're not going for that type of shit. You know, I want my art to make my viewers think, you know, become inquisitive, and see a reflection of themselves or their children or their parents in my art, you know. And maybe even go out and try to find some of the literature that I display and read some of this stuff. But I think I may call it quits, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. I got a good bit more to go in this canvas though, but I'm still excited because it's not far from being done. And I'm gonna try to get that chain to look nice and sparkly, because you got that bling bling on. And get that shirt to be, get that shirt brighten up, son. Alright guys, totally think it's boss kick ass that you guys come and sit and chill with me for a little while and listen to me ramble as I attempt to create some beautiful art. You know what I'm saying? Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That's why, you know, it looks like clouds to some people, and it looks like smoke to some people. But either way, man, you guys are totally awesome. I appreciate you guys every time stopping by with the great comments, the wonderful compliments, you know, and totally awesome conversations. So stay tuned. I still got tons of stuff that I'm still working on constantly. You're gonna see some of the same paintings for a few more weeks until I work my way through these. But trust me, I'm working on some other stuff that are fucking gonna blow your mind, yeah. Some really, really cool images, some really like strong, powerful images, yo. Yo, peace up, man. Alright guys, I'm out of here. I might play the game for a little while. Anybody have alright, so I'm gonna see all my other video games are downstairs. I got like 30 games. But I'll show you my go-to games right now. So this is oh, thanks, bro. Thanks. And hey guys, follow me on Instagram, yo. Paintings by the Prince. Obviously, your boy name, Travis Prince. Prince is my real last name. Look me up, Instagram, Facebook, Paintings by the Prince. So you guys can check out more of my stuff. Follow my channel right here on YouTube. That right there is bomb ass, yo. I got a show coming up soon. I think that right there is gonna sell. I'm almost definite that it's gonna sell, yo. It's a nice classic style still life. It has a pretty decent frame on it, and for the price I'm gonna give it up for, you know, if somebody doesn't snatch it up, I would be totally surprised. And if the price that I'm gonna put on it at the show, if it doesn't get snatched up for that price, then everybody loses out, because I'm gonna jack it up to the price I really want to sell it for and just keep it there until someone does buy it for what I really want for it. But I'm actually gonna see if I can sell it for like $400. And that's, to me, that's a $1,200 painting. If you're including the frame, with the frame on there, I want $1,200 for that shit. But I'm gonna give it up for $4 and see who snatch it up. Once again, if nobody don't snatch it up, too bad, so sad. But yeah, keep up with all my stuff, guys. What I was going to say, I might play the game. So these are my go-to games right now. Battlefield 4, still lit. Battlefield 1, still lit and legit. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon. I love this game. For some reason, I can't find anyone to play that game. No one likes playing the game. It's weird as I don't know what, and the people who do play it, they hate to play it stealthy. I just want to be like on some Metal Gear Solid type stuff in that game, sneaking around, sniping, knifing, you know, silencers on all the guns. Nah, you get guys in there with rocket launchers and grenades. It's like, oh my god. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, if you guys have any of those games, hit me up on the PlayStation Network. So there's tons of ways for me to be connected and contacted. Once again, don't touch it. Yo, Warrington, you want to get up on it? I'm telling you, I'll put that Wildlands in right now, yo. Send me a friend request, yo. I need somebody to play some stealthy, like stealth action in there. But anyway, guys, everybody else, yo, peace.